This is a hearing. This is a hearing on the request to remove one red maple tree measuring 5 inches in diameter at 226 to 228 Washington Street in Brighton. We'll start by introducing ourselves. My name is Carrie Marsh Dixon. I'm the Executive Secretary of the Parks Commission. Max?
Max Ford Diamond, tree warden, city arborist for the city of Boston.
I'm Todd Meestor, the Director of Urban Forestry with the City of Boston Parks Department.
And Flappy? Oh.
Hello, I'm Calliope Marsky. I am the Executive Assistant over at Urban Forestry.
All right, Mr. Simmons, you can begin your presentation, please.
Sure. Thank you, everyone. I guess to keep this brief, we're requesting to remove and plant in kind another tree on or in front of our site at 226 and 228 Washington Street in Brighton. The purpose would be to add a driveway curb cut as part of the redevelopment of the site. The proposal would essentially be to plant a same species and in-kind size of the existing tree, again in front of the site, so it would be moved down about 20 or about I don't have the exact distance, but about 14 feet or thereabouts.
Can you show the plan?
Do you have a plan?
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't know I could share.
Do you have a plan that's been approved by BPDA for this?
Yeah, let me pull that up. Is that showing up for everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. So this is the BPDA approved plan. The proposal, and there's a more detailed curb cut drawing that I can pull up at some point, but in fact, I'll go to the site plan here, which maybe is a little easier to understand. So the existing curb cut is along the left side of the page here. Our proposal is to close that and to create a smaller curb cut. Right now, the existing curb cut, I don't even think meets the Boston standards. There is an existing tree where the curb cut will be located. Our proposal is to relocate the tree in a tree pit to essentially outside of the curb cut area.
Okay. Did you have a different plan you wanted to show to us?
Yeah, that's again. I'm sorry. Is that showing up?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a zoomed in version of the specific curb cut plan, which was submitted to DPW and subsequently, I believe, shared. And this just better illustrates some of the dimensions and locations.
And you've submitted this. I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of a hard time understanding you here.
Sorry. So Washington Street is sort of off of plan here. The existing curb cut, you can see where I'm highlighting as I go through. Okay, great. So the existing curb cut is here at 17.5 feet. Our proposal is to close that, replace that with a 14-foot curb cut on the other side of the site. As there's a conflict with the tree, our proposal would be to move that tree to this location. So, call it approximately 10 feet further down the street. And then the driveway would be here, and the existing driveway would be, closed.
Okay. Did you provide these plans to Max?
Yeah, I have all these. I can share them with you, Carrie.
Okay. Max, do you have any questions?
No. I'll just, state for the record that the red maple, it's a 5-inch diameter red maple tree. It's alive and healthy at the time of inspection, which is why we're having this hearing. Jacob did, apply for his curb cut through Public Works, and Public Works flagged this for us for the tree, which is why we're having the hearing. I do not have any, did not receive any letters of opposition to this request.
Todd, do you have any questions, comments?
Just a comment that, again, it looks like the neighboring property has their driveway and curb cut pretty much adjacent to the existing driveway. Is that correct?
Yeah, and that was a site that's been developed, so that driveway, I believe it's now an 11 unit building there. So part of the issue was that having two driveways, one of which with a pretty high traffic count, was going to, when we talked with the PDA, one of the issues they were bringing up was just there's going to be a lot of cars coming out, potential conflicts. So that was part of the impetus to move the driveway.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to verify, since the existing driveway is almost 18 feet wide, your tree will be at least 20 feet back from that other driveway on the neighboring property, correct?
Yes, correct.
That's all I have.
Sorry, I got into the weeds there.
Sorry, Todd, so your point is that the new tree that's proposed would be at least 20 feet away from the proponent?
From the neighboring driveway, yeah.
That would be at 230 Washington Street.
230 Washington. Okay. All right, any further questions, you guys?
No, and
Any public members?
nope, no one attending, so there's no.
Max, you want to explain the next steps, please?
Yep. So we have 2 weeks from today's hearing to issue you a letter of determination. There's no opposition to this hearing, as we stated. So if the removal of the tree is approved after the hearing, you will need just to pay us for the value of the tree, which I told you is $550 per inch of DBH. Once we receive the check, we will issue you a notice to proceed. And then after construction, as you stated, you're going to plant a new tree. And so the BPRD will reimburse you based on the size of the tree you plant at the time, and that the tree is alive and healthy for 2 years after. So you'll have, 2 years after the date of planting, you can apply to be reimbursed for that. And we'll go out and inspect the tree and make sure it's alive and healthy. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, the next thing you'll hear from us is the letter of determination.
And is that a PIC process for the new tree planting? Is that?
They're unlikely that they're going to want you to, that they'll require it, since you're just
Okay.
shifting the tree pit over.
Okay.
But if you want to contact Todd Liming at PIC,
I'll reach out to Todd just to verify, because just in case there's anything else.
Yeah, the only thing that would matter is if, you had utilities or something that were under where the new tree was going or anything like
I don't
that.
believe there are any now.
Yeah, and you're not changing the sidewalk width or anything like that. So your
Okay.
curb cut application should be the only thing needed to be reviewed.
Okay, great.
Great. Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. Nice and easy.
All right, Mr. Simmons, do you have any other questions?
No, and I appreciate all the clarification. Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So no further questions in the public. We can end this hearing. So
Great.
thank you very much.
Thank you, Jacob.
Take care, everybody.
Yep.